welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory. Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down. Once again, it's Gibbs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
First down, Detroit.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on fourth down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Backfield empty. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. As we are ready to get back underway. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. This is third and 6.
Brings up third and 6.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
On fourth down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. This is taken at his own 30. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on first and 10. Throwing, Goff. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
A second down throw for Goff. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. That one's good for 29.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
First and 10 now from the 36. Goff gives it to Gibbs. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. It is second and 6.
a 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
180. To throw is gone. To the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown, Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Black 20. They'll run with Gibbs. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Chiefs 0.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Brian.
Throwing now, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's going to be caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Lions called their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Matt Ariza now as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0. as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's caught by Gibbs. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
That is brought in, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Goff to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Here's Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game. The Chiefs offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Patrick to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 15.
Now, Mahomes. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 15-yard line.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He was defended by Ryan Cook.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. We'll start at the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Goff. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Isaac Tisla was the intended target. And it'll be third down. Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
1st down, Lions.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
180! What's up? Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
3-yard pickup.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup, and the Chiefs have a first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
He'll take this forward for about 5.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 4. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Holmes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And he's into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
That ties the game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 38 now, here's second and 3.
Here we go. 180. Attack.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Lions first down.
180. Attack.
They'll go play action with Goff. Into the hands of Brock Wright. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Detroit.
Black 20.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He's tackled.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Lions.
So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
What? 180. Attack.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. Back over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
8 yards. And it's third down.
180.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down. He'll have it by plenty. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 8.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
This one caught on the 4. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal, Detroit.
Gibbs is in for a touchdown. touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for two.
The Lions will set up for the
Goff to throw, and he's into the end zone. The conversion is successful, and it's an 8-point lead here in the fourth.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So after the touchdown and the two-point conversion, the lead is 8 as they kick it away. Remigio now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Pacheco. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll go up now for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. A run with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll drop to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Pacheco. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2. Pacheco going to try it on the ground. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
Legal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Now Gibbs finds an alley to the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they go with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
And when they needed to come up with a play the most, Mike, this defense delivers. They desperately needed to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance to go pull this one out. Now they come away with a big takeaway, and at the end of this game, they've got a shot.
To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, good night from Kansas.